Alright, people, you already know it's chaos. We're getting it. And yes, quick match. 1 game skip, over 600 VC. That's because we sunk our VC into our My Player. So we're trying to get back on track here. Mike Green 19 matched up with. Okay. Y'all know who Kevin Green is? Y'a que le BPM qui me donne espoir. Réveille-toi, tu manques l'épisode. J'entends parler de je veux représenter ma rue, mon gars, sans faire la caille. Le sud c'est un sonnage, je ressens pas quand il caille. Je suis un diamant brut et ça m'arrange quand tu tailles. J'écris sur des faces, mais ma vie part en freestyle. Mérite pas mon cœur, à chaque jeu t'aime, j'ai le réflexe derrière mon cœur. Mon F3 s'est transformé en bunker, je suis mon seul. Un seul réal, 2 beatmakers, 600 morceaux, je suis un petit cœur. 2-3 techniques avant le game breaker. J'ai mon public, les auditeurs makers. Faut pas croire ce milieu, il est rempli de make-up. J't'ai croisé en club, de l'eau dans ton red cup. Dans la il y a des qui se donnent sans payer ton album. J'arrive dans un 4-4 rempli de mon 4-4-2 et dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4. What's with the lag? Stupid lag.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Corgi Dang. Cole Aldrich is out there with Rush, and it's Butler in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Then there's Ginobili, and it's Aldrich in at the 4-man position.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
He dishes it to Leonard. Covered by Wiggins. Gasol, a screen on Wiggins. Leonard gets to Gasol.
Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so many easy baskets that way. It's a play they should run for him as often as they can.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the night. Gasol drops 2. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Charlotte.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Oh, my God.
Gasol with the block. Towns. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Kevin, he told me that basically on the defensive end, if they can do a good job on their outside shooters, everything else should fall into place.
Get in there.
He said, listen, if we can force them to work the ball inside on a consistent basis, we feel like we have an excellent chance to win. We'll see, guys.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
But they'll get another chance. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Towns with the steal. Parker with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And finished off by Gasol.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
There's Green with the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dishes it to Leonard. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Evan Turner, no he hasn't. Stupid game needs to be updated.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And so Butler nails both of them.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Aldridge drives in, and Gibson sends it down. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Gibson with the steal. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Aldridge.
What are you
and the
doing
rejection by
floating that
Chang.
shit?
The Timberwolves have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to
Why
this
would
point.
you go up and
First free
under?
throw is good.
Jam that shit in, bro.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Spurs trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Leonard covered by Wiggins. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Leonard.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Minnesota. And, of course, San Antonio. They're tied right now. No good on the free throw. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Spurs.
No, he hasn't.
Kyle Anderson comes in for Manu Ginobili. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. There's Green with the three. And he gets the bucket. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, and he gets it to go.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Teague with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Teague can't hit.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Shot's good by Gabe.
Whoa, where's the
Something
foul?
else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defied description at times.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
The Timberwolves trail. Parker with the steal. A three ball. The rebound by Gibson. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now, here's Green. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Kicks it out to Gay. The tray. Kept alive. And there's the whistle. That goes on Adrian Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that.
There you go, Johnny.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
That's good, and so Teague with the assists. Gibson's got his first points of the night.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. No one near him. Tries yet again, and it's laid in by Gibson. Gibson's got his second bucket of the night. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Outside Butler. The dish now to Gibson. 1 second left. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a... And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum out there with Rush, and it's Butler in at small forward. Jones drives in. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Well, a break on the floor, so let's talk about the league's small forwards, shall we, for a second, and see which of them have led the league in free throw shooting this season. Here's Towns. Releases from the wing and drills it. Towns has got 5 now.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Parker dishes to Gay. Gasol setting the pick for Gay. Passes it to Gasol. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Minnesota in the lead. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Crawford. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Green with the ball. And finished off by Gay.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
What? That's a goaltend.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Towns. No good. The Spurs shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case. Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. 4th in steals, 5th in fewest turnovers per game. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And that ranking in the steals category, airtight perimeter defense, is one of the things that makes this team go. Their aggressiveness, for me, sets them apart.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
That's good.
And he's very much a student of the game in terms of getting to know the tendencies of whichever player he's guarding on any given night and then gearing his defensive game plan to do what he needs to do to stop him.
There's Green with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Green's got 9 points.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now Green following Tyus Jones' 3-point attempt. And again, it's the Spurs
There
from
you go,
deep.
Daniel. 3 in a row.
Third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control. And, I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Jones kicks to Butler. To the middle. Towns. And Parker comes with the help. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy to put all those assists.
And that one's good by Gay.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch, just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Well, this is only a trend over a few games out of a very, very long season. But the coach has got to be pleased that his team has been able to score big with some consistency.
San Antonio calls timeout. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Parker comes with the help. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Throw some D's on
Spurs
that
leading by
bitch.
6. Left side Gasol. Pass to Green.
That was way too
Damian
far.
Lillard pulls it in.
Damian Lillard, no he
Something
didn't.
to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
That's just there.
Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Offensive rebound. The pass to Bertans. And there's a 3-second violation. Adrian Payne's checked in for Damian Lillard.
No, it hasn't.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Crawford with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And that one's good by Butler.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
One-on-one here. And he jams it with authority.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
San Antonio calls timeout. The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Aldridge? 19th in scoring. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league, a tireless worker at the offensive end of the floor.
Jones against Parker. There's Crawford with the 3. They get it back. Here's Gibson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
It's Gay with the drive. He feeds it to Parker. Aldridge. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their G the next time down.
Big time play at the basket right there, fella.
Here's Gasol following the 3 by Minnesota. Butler with the steal. All alone. And Brandon Rush slams it in. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Minnesota on top. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
And what a tremendous game for Green. He has 15 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Gasol at the 5 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Butler with the steal. And there's the call on Ginobili. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Leonard brings the double team. Wiggins drives in. A second chance effort. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. Number 1, Tyus Jones.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard spot.
Well, it's a combination of the all-out effort and the flawless technique you just talked about. I mean, that's allowed him to climb that list. I mean, he's rightfully regarded as one of the league's toughest defenders.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Back to Green. Lets it go with a three. Green missing again.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Gasol. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
Nice.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Teague kicks to Gibson. Gasol with the block. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And stolen by Wiggins. And Butler, here we go. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Teague. Aldridge is covering, and that one's good. Teague's got 4 points in the quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Knocked away. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got 13 points. Wiggins with it. Now Green defending. And it's Wiggins missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Leonard. Butler with the block. Pushing it up. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And yes, sir, that one drops.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Gasol passes to Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's all knotted up.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
If you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Feeds it to Gay. And the layup's good off the glass. Gay's got 8 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The drive by Green. Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, he's got 4.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. Second in blocks, 8th in rebounding, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Now here's Jones. Zhang, a screen. Jones dishes to Zhang.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G.A. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
Here's Butler. He's got 8. It's Crawford on the wing. All alone. Can't hit.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. San Antonio trailing here. Mills passes to Bertans. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. He kicks to Mills. Pass to Bertans. Drains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Minnesota.
And you know what, Steve? His teammates love playing with him because he gets them so many assists thanks to his catch-and-shoot ability. A lot of his buckets come right off the pass.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Got that one up quick. And that's 11 points for T.J. Warren.
No, it's
These
not.
defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range. A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
From deep, Gay. That's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Pass to Bertans. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your...
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Spurs lead by 9. And we'll be back with you right after this. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Evan Turner. He's out there with Corky Dang. Cole Aldrich is out there with Rush. And it's Crawford at the 2. Butler, he's checked in for Minnesota.
He missed.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Adrian Payne's checked in for Evan Turner. San Antonio leading by 10. Parker passes to Bertans. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves shooting at 46%, making some buckets.
Come on, that's backcourt.
Butler kicks to Gibson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. There's Green with the 3. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 9th assist in the game now. Back to Teague. Let's go. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's Gibson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Spurs leading by 7. Leonard attacking. Drilled from 11 feet out. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Oh, mercy!
Major League league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Parker kicks to Green. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 7. Wiggins drives in. San Antonio with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in.
Take a look at what Rush has been doing. He has 9 rebounds and several assists. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside Teague. The feet to Gibson. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 6 assists in the game.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Mills with it, picked up by Teague. And here's Leonard from 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Teague. Wiggins against Gay. Wiggins dishes to Teague. Butler from outside. And it's Gay with the rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Kicks to Gibson. He passes to Towns. Back to Gibson. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
The Spurs making a switch here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart, guys."
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Leonard with the ball. Butler covering. Parker kicks to Green. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So he comes up empty at the line. San Antonio leading. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Parker up top. Teague covering. Green the pass to Gay.
One of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Twice.
San Antonio calls timeout. They lead by 4. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
That was a crazy-ass game. It's not over. Pretty great. It was off the meat rack.
47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Back to Leonard. Parker outside. Three-pointer. Aldridge kicks to Green. And so they foul intentionally. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify.
Just no let up, guys. They just
work it up.
This lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 6. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Daniel was laying it up. But Rudy Gay in that second half, especially that fourth quarter clutch. Need some clutch buckets. Couple sick, filthy dunks. Which we gotta check them out before we end the video. Because those dunks were prolific. Smooth it out. Hey. Alright, where's Rudolph's dunk? Oh, this was the filthy one. Coming around the pick from Aldridge. Nice screen. He went around. He moved out of the way. Dirty. And that's the end of the game. With Daniel Green as a player of the game. Now we want to see the team stats. That was a crazy game. See you next time.